All right. Welcome to our webinar. Pretty much what we're going to be speaking about is the following. Processes invoices 10 times faster thanks to artificial intelligence. Thank you for everybody that has joined. Pretty much our mission is to help finance teams automate the management of invoices, delivery notes, and purchase orders, saving time and reducing errors. Um, Challenges of manual document management. Pretty much one, it would be lack of visibility into supplier expenses. Second would be more than 10% of human mistakes. Three, manual, slow and repetitive processes, which could be very annoying. And four, slow decisions without reliable data. Pretty much our solution, what Dost brings to the table is we receive all your documents, you place your orders, supplier portal, you extract information using language learning models, based AI, enrich data, analytical, accounting, mapping, that out of field information, and reconcile invoices, delivery notes, and purchase orders, manage and reconcile your payments, integrate it all with your ERP, analyze your data, ask questions to the AI. So most of the benefits, again, huge, reduced time by 90%, associated with managing supplier invoices, delivery notes, and purchase orders. On average, 10 to 15 minutes per invoice can now take less than 2 minutes. So, save 50% in costs generated by managing invoices, delivery notes, and purchase orders. So turn your team into an efficient unit. And the best of all is eliminate human error 100% by automating and digitizing all natural processes in your finance department and artificial intelligence. So I am going to pass it on to my account manager so he can show you guys exactly how everything works. And at the end of the webinar, we're going to go ahead and take any questions you guys may have, and we'll be here to answer them. All right. Take it from here, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Felix. So yeah, let me share my screen. Bear with me 1 second. I'll do. And then I go here and here. Right. So can you see my screen okay? Perfect. So yeah, thanks, Felix, again. So let's walk through how Dost can help you process supplier documents up to 10 times faster than manual processing. So what we're going to go through today, guys and girls, is we're going to be uploading documents quicker. We're going to be moving over to the AI extraction and how to categorize, all the way over to reporting costings into your ERP. So there's a couple of ways to upload documents into Dost. This is the login page. It's on Azure server, so it's very secure, very quick as well. Cloud-based, so everything's in the cloud, very fast, very easy to use. You have a dashboard here that shows you your money saved and time saved. But that's not going to be our focus today. Our focus today is going to be on the document page for the extraction and speed. So basically, there's plenty of ways to upload to Dost. This is the one, single record of truth for all your supplier invoices. There's no more scattered documents. They're all in one place, all ingested, none of them lost for, quick real-time processing of all of your supplier documentation. So as you can see here, it's all laid out very nicely with a nice clean user interface. You have a nice overview of all your documentation there. You can search your documentation. You can go into process, what needs to be reviewed, duplicates, start dates. But yeah, a very robust search there, so you can find any documentation that you're looking for. But back to uploading documentation. So you have a couple of ways. So the first way is it will link it to your centralized email address. What this means is your account's at email address. And if any invoices, delivery notes, purchase orders that land in this email address will now be populated into Dost and the data extracted, ready to be reported into your ERP. But that's not the only way. You can upload by email. You have a dedicated email that you can send to your suppliers. Typically send it over to them. They push the documentation over by sending it to that email address, and it will automatically populate it to your Dost portal, which is very useful. You can also upload from device. If you have, a invoice that you need to upload, say if you pulled it from a supplier portal, you can easily download it to your device and then upload it to Dost as easy as this. So as you can see here, it's extracting the document. It only takes a couple of minutes, and not even a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, because it's very fast. So yeah, you can also download paper documents by simply taking a photo and then emailing them over to Dost, or uploading them to Dost, however you like. So that's a great way of doing it. And while we're waiting for the extraction, we do have a supplier portal as well, which is great for your suppliers. It's a self-service model, so there'll be no more phone and email tennis with your suppliers, no more duplicates or double payments, which is nice. It's very easy to add suppliers. You can either add them one by one by easily putting in the name, the email address, and the company ID. You do have optional extras as well. Or alternatively, if you just have a bulk CSV file of all your suppliers, you can easily just put in the CSV file here, upload it, and then you will create multiple portals. And then all you do is you send them the link to their particular portal, and then they open it up, and this is what they'll see here. So they'll be able to then have visibility into their documentation that they're sending you. If they're going to send you over any purchase orders accompanying the invoices, and they haven't done it, they will be notified as well, saving a lot of time on both sides, effectively. No more chasing up. And yeah, it's very easy for them to also upload documents as well. So let's do that now, just to show you how easy it is for your suppliers there. Very quick, very easy way of uploading documentation. Let's just put this one. I'm putting this one because even though it's got the same naming convention as the other document, it's slightly different, but the body of the document is the same as the one I've just uploaded in the DOS system previously. So you can see that once it is processed, I'm going to go back to the main page now and refresh. And it's still extracting. Oh, no, it's not. It's the new one I've just put in. So yes, it's loaded now into the system. So we're going to do that. So now basically what we've done is we've received the supplier documents. This is where the AI will start to extract the data with no breaks. It can process thousands of documents at the same time. It can check for discrepancies line by line and three-way match in an instant, saving hours and hours in detective work. As you can see here, I've just uploaded this document. It's called all the line items, all the descriptions with amounts, all of the relevant information that you require to report into your ERP. And as you can see here on the table view, all the information is oh, this is the taxes table. I apologize. I wanted the items field. So here we have the items table. So you can see the amounts here. You can see the descriptions with the reference codes. Also, if the description does have a reference code, it will auto-populate it into the reference code field as well. We have the PO number, unit prices, the value added tax. And yeah, it's just a nice overview of all of the items there, which you can check. And you can check everything that's going to be processed before you run it through into your ERP. So yeah, I mean, this is all done in seconds. As you saw, the extraction was done in seconds. It eliminates a lot of the human error involved in pulling data from these documents. You can actually train the AI to tag and learn, which improves with every invoice as well. And it just eliminates all of the manual data entry involved in accounts payable processing. So yeah, if there is something that you need to report on, say, for instance, you need to report on the VAT scheme, which is AB345, what you can do is you can simply go to configurations, go to the document, and add a bespoke field. So let's do that now. So what we need is VAT scheme. I already have it here because I've done this before, but you can make it mandatory or optional. So basically, if it's mandatory, that means that it's blocked until the field is populated. And if it's optional, it's ready to populate, but it's not required to move forward to the ERP, basically. So once you have that set up and saved, and save again, now you can go back to the documentation and let's go back to the document here. Right. What are we looking at? Oh, yeah, VAT scheme. So we go to the VAT scheme now, simply type VAT, we have it here, VAT scheme, and save. And now when you save the document, it will ask you whether you want the AI to self-train, which means you'd only have to do this 2 or 3 times. And then the AI will remember to do it. And that's it. You won't have to do it anymore. The AI will take over. And that'll be the last time that you ever fill out the VAT scheme. So it's really great. It's really great for, just making sure that everything that you're reporting on can be reported. You can also map within the document as well. So say if the VAT number you were reporting on in a particular way. So say if you need to put a couple of spaces here, because that's how you report on it. Now, if you, why can't I see that there? Sorry, this thing was blocking my save button. So save. So once you've saved that and then save the document again, it will ask you again if you want to save this for self-training. So effectively what you can do is map within the document, so you haven't got to keep going back and forth into the mapping configuration system. But while we're on the subject, let's do that. So the mapping is basically your way to set rules for the AI to apply to all of your documentation to save hours and hours of time. It can auto calculate tax, auto assign suppliers to cost centers, and it reduces a lot of the manual errors and bottlenecks involved. And it's a very clean and consistent way of reporting your data. Now, let's have an example here. So let's say, for instance, that you need to work out the total amount of our tax. So you just simply get the vendor name. Well, what have I done here? Vendor company name. Set a few more conditions here. Vendor company ID equals, no. So say the vendor company name is Kehoe and their company ID is 1234, and they're not sending you the total tax amount. So the total tax would be total amount minus net amount. Now, once you save this, bear with me a second. Once you save that, that's it then. So next time that they send you a document with no tax, the AI will actually auto-calculate it for you, saving you hours and hours of time. And the more you map, the more time you're effectively saving and the less you have to do ultimately. So that's a nice touch. And yeah, so now the data is extracted, the documents are mapped and ready to account for. There are going to be some documents that are going to require approvals before moving in it over into the ERP, basically. So we can create workflows here. They're very easy to create. As you can see, we can create a new workflow here. Let's have a look here. So let's say if we wanted to do a discrepancy check. So to check 102. Okay, so we're going to do a discrepancy check. So the document class would be equal to invoice, and if discrepancy is detected, would equal yes. Then Andrew Kehoe has to review and approve. So once you save that, you have a new workflow as easy as that. And anytime that there is a discrepancy, Andrew would then have to approve or reject accordingly. So it's very easy to create. You get email notifications that can be scheduled weekly or every time that approval is needed. But basically, this is a great way to enforce policy without policing. So there's nothing falling through the gaps. Everything's all in one place, which is great. So as you can see here, we have the workflow names, total amounts, or unknown VAT number. You can go into the document here, check it out, approve and reject, which can also save you a lot of time. And yeah, it's just a case of understanding what needs to be approved and approving it. Very simple. So yeah, everything is logged. Everything's very quick and easy. It's all trackable as well. If you go back into the documents page, we can go into the history of the document as well. You can see who's approved it. If you need multiple approvers, that's fine. In fact, let me show you that now. We'll go back into that now. Just bear with me a second. Oh, so if we go back into view documents, you can actually go and assign the workflow to someone else. So say if you needed multiple approvers, you click the person who's approving it, you type them in a reason, and then they would get the email notification with the reason notes, and then they would know what to do. So again, saving lots and lots of time chasing up your colleagues and getting things approved. And once this is in place as well, as you know, the longer it takes to approve things, it can cause bottlenecks. So having all this very streamlined could save you a lot of time as well. And once everything's approved and all that, you can connect it to your ERP. So we go to connectors here, simply go into new integration, and we've got loads of connectors there. All your ERPs, OneDrive, FTPs, Google Drives, anything that you need to connect to, easily integrated. It's an open API, which means that we connect to your ERP. All the data is sent via a connector for a fluid, accurate, and fast accounting of all your costings. And we also have reporting and analytics, which we will be showing in a future webinar as we are, running out of time today. So, I mean, yeah, so ultimately, the idea is that, all of this together will be saving you a lot of time. The automation, the mapping, the approval flows, and everything automatically getting pushed over to your ERP, everything mapped, go into the correct places so you don't have to check. If there is a discrepancy, you're notified about it. If there's any related documents, you can check those documents. You simply click the discrepancy. It will tell you what the discrepancy is. And if there's any related documents, you would see them here. In this case, it says there's no documents found, but that's fine. That's what the discrepancy is about in this case. So that's fine. So yeah, as you can see, very clean user interface. And and that's how you save a lot of time and being 10 times faster than manual process with Dost. Over to you, Felix. And thank you. Oh, we got one question here from Marcia. Marcia is asking, in our company, we have Sage as an ERP. Can Dost integrate with it? Well, the answer is yes, you can. We have lots of connectors, open API as well. Mainly, we do have the prefabricated connectors that have really good capabilities of checking cross platforms. So if there's an invoice in Dost and a PO in your ERP, in this case Sage, our connector can actually check between the invoice in Dost and the PO in Sage. So effectively, you'll be able to cross-reference and check for any discrepancies there. But yes, the answer to the question is yes, we do integrate with most ERPs. As long as they have an open connector on their side, we can connect to that ERP. Thank you for your question, Marcia. And we have another question from Ahmed. So does it work with any software? Like, for example, we are a law firm and use a software specific to the legal industry, which has accounting module for basic needs, but not like Sage. So yeah, it does work. Like I said before, it does connect with any software that has an open connector available. So as long as you have a good IT team, or a good IT partner that can create the connector for you, it wouldn't be a problem. And if it's a very popular tool, we might already have a connector prefabricated, ready to go. So it's all dependent on what type of software it is. But usually if it's accounting or ERP software or some form of data sync, we would be able to connect to it as long as there is an open connector on their side, because our open API is very robust, let's say. Thank you for your question, Ahmed. Any other questions? Here we go. Another question from Ahmed. So in layman lingo, what do I need to ask our IT if they have open connectors? Well, it would basically be a case of we'd send you a document with how to connect to our open API, and then they would run it on their side to see if it would be possible, Ahmed. So it'd just be a case of sending them the documentation of our open API, and then they would have to run it and see if they could connect it on their side, all dependent on the software, of course. Another question. Okay, perfect. I will send that over, Ahmed, after this call. And if you like, Ahmed, if you'd like a more personal touch, what we can do is you go onto my LinkedIn account. We can book a meeting with you there, no problem, Ahmed, and I can go through it on a more one-to-one level with you. I will reach out to you after this call, so no problem. And thank you. I've just copy and pasted that email address you sent me now. But yeah, I mean, if there's no more questions, guys, I think we're going to call it a day here. But we really appreciate you listening to us today. If there's any questions that we haven't covered today, guys, please feel free to just visit my LinkedIn page, Andrew Kehoe at Dost. You can just simply book a meeting with me. It can be an hour, half an hour, even 15 minutes. And your recording will be sent to you pretty much after the call, within an hour of the webinar finishing. So yeah, that's brilliant. Okay. So we're going to shut it down now. Appreciate your time today, guys. And yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.